Emily Clarke had just turned 17 and was attending the prestigious Newton Academy of Science. As the daughter of Dr. Robert Clarke, a renowned scientist, Emily's life was a blend of privilege and high expectations. Her days were filled with access to the latest scientific gadgets, and she often traveled to conferences worldwide. Her family home, a sprawling estate filled with rare scientific books and artifacts, was a testament to her father's success and her own potential. Emily loved spending evenings in her father's library, surrounded by the smell of old books and the soft hum of her laptop. The shelves were lined with volumes on quantum physics, genetics, and other advanced scientific topics. These books had been her companions since childhood, fueling her passion for science and innovation. However, the weight of her father's legacy often felt like a double-edged sword, driving her to excel while also casting a long shadow over her achievements. Emily led a privileged life. Her home lab was equipped with state-of-the-art technology that most students could only dream of. She had a personal 3D printer for creating prototypes, a high-powered microscope for her biology experiments, and even a small, temperature-controlled room for her chemical reactions. Her collection of scientific books and artifacts was the envy of her peers. At school, Emily was admired for her intelligence and the resources she had at her disposal. However, beneath the admiration lay a layer of envy. Some classmates whispered that her success was as much due to her father's influence as her own talent. Despite this, Emily was dedicated and hardworking. She spent countless hours in the lab, perfecting her experiments and pushing the boundaries of her knowledge. Her weekends were often filled with trips to science museums, lectures, and special workshops. The life she led was not just about privilege but also about relentless effort and an unquenchable thirst for discovery. Emily's best friend was Alex, a fellow science enthusiast. They conducted experiments together and were often seen presenting their projects at science fairs. Their friendship was strong, characterized by mutual support and occasional friendly competition. Both of their fathers worked at the same research institute, which created a friendly yet competitive atmosphere between them. This dynamic often pushed Emily and Alex to strive for greater achievements, though it sometimes added an extra layer of tension. Alex was the one who always had her back, whether it was staying late in the lab to help her finish an experiment or listening to her worries about living up to her father's expectations. They shared a bond that went beyond their love for science. They understood each other's pressures and dreams. However, their competitive streak occasionally caused friction, especially when one outperformed the other in school. Emily's routine was disrupted when a new student, Jamie, transferred to Newton Academy. Jamie was a prodigy, known for innovative thinking and practical applications of scientific theories. Jamie's arrival introduced a fresh perspective and an advanced level of knowledge that unsettled the existing academic hierarchy. Emily, who had always been the top student, felt threatened. Instead of seeing Jamie as a potential ally, she saw a rival who might undermine her achievements. The first time Emily met Jamie was in the advanced chemistry class. Jamie walked in confidently, his presence commanding attention. He was introduced by the teacher as a student with remarkable achievements and several published papers despite his young age. As the class murmured in awe, Emily felt a knot of anxiety tighten in her stomach. She watched Jamie effortlessly answer the teacher's challenging questions, and a sense of dread washed over her. Jamie quickly gained a reputation for his knack for turning complex theories into practical applications. During a group project on renewable energy, Jamie suggested a groundbreaking approach that left everyone, including the teachers, impressed. Emily perceived Jamie's rapid rise and natural talent as a direct threat to her position. She believed Jamie was trying to outshine her and take her place as the top student. This belief fueled her competitive spirit, and she started to compete aggressively. She dismissed Jamie's ideas in group discussions and avoided collaborating with him on projects, choosing instead to focus on outdoing him. Emily's determination to remain at the top began to consume her. She spent sleepless nights working on her projects, driven by the fear of being overshadowed. Her interactions with Jamie became increasingly tense. During one particularly heated debate in class, Emily openly criticized Jamie's approach, her voice laced with sarcasm. Jamie responded calmly, but Emily could see the frustration in his eyes. The other students watched in silence, sensing the growing animosity between them. The tension between Emily and Jamie came to a head during a major project presentation. Emily accused Jamie of sabotaging her experiments, claiming that he had tampered with her lab equipment. This accusation led to a formal investigation by the Academy's administration. The incident strained relationships within the school, creating a tense and divided atmosphere. Dr. Clarke, Emily's father, urged her to rise above the pettiness and focus on her work. He was concerned about her growing obsession with being the best and the impact it was having on her behavior and reputation. The investigation was thorough, and Emily found herself questioned by the faculty. She felt isolated, her peers whispering behind her back. Even Alex seemed distant, unsure of how to support her without knowing the full truth. Emily's confidence wavered, and she began to doubt herself. Had she gone too far in her rivalry with Jamie? The stress of the situation took a toll on her, affecting her performance in class and her overall well-being. The turning point came when Emily decided to confront Jamie directly. They met after school in the Academy's library, a neutral ground where they could talk without interruptions. During their conversation, Emily discovered that Jamie shared her passion for science and that his goal was not to outshine her but to contribute to the field. Jamie explained that he admired her work and had hoped to collaborate rather than compete. Alex, who had been observing the growing rift, stepped in to mediate. He helped them see the value in each other's strengths and the potential for collaboration. As they talked, Emily realized how much they had in common. Jamie's insights and innovative thinking complemented her meticulous approach. They both wanted to make significant contributions to science and recognized that working together could amplify their impact. The conversation was a revelation for Emily, who began to see Jamie not as a rival, but as a potential partner in discovery. With their misunderstandings cleared, Emily and Jamie began working together. Their combined talents led to several successful projects that garnered attention from top universities and research institutes. They became friends and collaborators, pushing each other to new heights. Emily's life changed as she embraced the collaborative spirit. She realized that her initial competitiveness had blinded her to the benefits of working together. The partnership with Jamie opened doors to future opportunities, and they both received offers for internships and scholarships from prestigious institutions. Their first major project together involved developing a new method for sustainable energy storage. The project received widespread acclaim, and they were invited to present their findings at an international science conference. Standing on stage with Jamie, Emily felt a sense of fulfillment she had never experienced before. She realized that their combined efforts had achieved something far greater than she could have accomplished alone. Looking ahead, Emily planned to pursue a career in scientific research, aiming to solve some of the world's biggest problems. Her experiences taught her the value of teamwork and the importance of seeking out collaborations with other bright minds. Reflecting on her journey, Emily understood that embracing diverse perspectives and fostering a collaborative environment were key to achieving scientific breakthroughs. The story of Emily and Jamie highlighted the importance of collaboration over competition and the incredible benefits of working together towards common goals. Emily and Jamie remained close friends and collaborators, their partnership becoming a cornerstone of their careers. They continued to push the boundaries of science, driven by their shared vision of a better future. The lessons Emily learned during her time at Newton Academy shaped her approach to life and work, guiding her towards a path of empathy, cooperation, and relentless pursuit of knowledge.
Be sure to subscribe to Edge of Your Seat Stories and click the notification bell for more captivating mysteries filled with intrigue, romance, and dynamic relationships. Please leave a comment below. Tell us of your stories. Until next time, dream big.